I would like to thank the Center for Business and Economic Research for hosting this conference, giving us an opportunity to share a study which has happened at one part of the world, but still which has some kind of social implications. So the paper was on to identify women entrepreneurs are all women specifically coming from a family, particularly either from the base of the pyramid or from a developing economic context. They wanted to see that they progress. They are sometimes the bread and butter of a family. And what is exactly happening in terms of in reality, in terms of in terms of the livelihood? That is the base by which we wanted to start this thing. Study, and this study was conducted in North Chennai, which is actually a place called as Vyasarbadi, which is
Professor,
also
one minute. One minute. There is a message saying they are not able to see the screen. I'm able to see the screen. Is there anyone who is not able to see the screen? Are we all able to see the screen?
Yeah, we can see, yes.
Okay. Professor, please continue. Yeah.
Thank you. So the study was conducted in Chennai, particularly we say it's north of Chennai, the geographical location, and specifically the location is called as Vyasarbadi. Vyasarbadi is a place where mostly immigrants from Burma have settled, in Chennai. And the study focused on the hardships faced by the women in the locality. And the next important thing that the study identified was there an aspiration, for the women to get out of the poverty? And if there is an aspiration, is it something related with the businesses and so on? And initially, we started with identifying, making the study with a qualitative orientation. And what we found was the objectives of the study to see that, what are the reasons that these people want to pursue entrepreneurial initiatives. The second important thing is being at the base of the pyramid, what are the options or domain that these women are interested? And third important thing is what are the most important factors that will enable them, to start or, realize their business, motives. And the last one is what could be the strategies or, which the social outfits and the organization would have to do in order to empower the women from the self-help group to start their enterprises. So this study was exclusively conducted among women who wanted to help themselves by organizing, as a mutually a self-help group. And the study was conducted after identifying what are the factors. There was a questionnaire that was circulated among 85 women who belong to various self-help groups in this particular location. Majority of them are unable to read, and under the guidance, they were allowed to make this, participation. And the women were informed about the purpose of the study, and the answers sought were elicited and also made, into a analysis. And out of the 85 attendees, 75 women willingly participated in the survey. And there were, as I said, the questionnaire was administered. There was a multiple choice questionnaire based on the feedback given in the questionnaire. It was entered in Excel sheets, and further it was further analyzed. Simple analytics tool were used to do that. Now coming to the study, the first thing is we wanted to know what are the reasons for reluctance in starting a business? Because there is large number of self-help group women in that particular region, but majority of them are using the self-help group mode in order to get a petty finances within themselves in order to take care of their family needs. Why they were not looking at business as an option? So the study helped us to identify it is not that confidence. People have confidence, but The first primary reason why they don't want to venture into a business is, majority of them, nearly 29%, they felt that they don't have sufficient finance to start a business. Second important thing is nearly 25% of the people were feeling that though they have some small amount of finance by which they can start a business, they are feeling, that they don't have a proper training, to do that business. And third, there are still a few members, who felt that they don't have much time because they have to take care of their household chores, taking care of the family, cooking, maintaining the house. So they don't have time to, see that, how they can emerge their family out of poverty, through business. And 10% felt, there is literally no support. Without a support, we don't think, that we can do this business. But when we wanted to know how many of you really wanted to start their business, we found the majority of them want to do one or the other economic activity, business activity. Nearly more than 90% of them said, they know the power of business. And because they are all mostly uneducated, they feel that they cannot go for any better employment outside. The only way to get out of the business is get out of their poverty and other things is just a business. Then we also wanted to know what is the kind of business that they would like to venture out. What we found is nearly 45% of them, were more oriented towards, tailoring and related activities. And nearly 25%, they wanted to start up something, related with catering, which they are good at in their home because by nature, I think they have built these capabilities. Okay, though they have not been properly trained or something. And the remaining handicraft and a few beautician and IT related things. So domain of interest mostly towards tailoring and catering. And when we wanted to understand the reasons for the business aspiration, the first and foremost thing is majority of the women said we want to be independent because mostly in a household in Chennai, though the male member is an earning member, women are dependent upon them. And mostly, most of them, they are also into habitual, not drinkers. So then, they don't take care of the family. They earn money, but the money doesn't come to the family. So the women feel that, they should be independent. So that is one major reason. And the second important thing is associated with that, because the men are not taking care, there is a big financial crisis. They feel that, that they should also be a, solution for the financial crisis. And there is a third important thing which we emerged. They feel that because the children do not see them as a role model, so they are not in a position to guide their children. So they feel when I run a business, there will be a respect that will be associated with that. And my children also will understand that no, my mother is a talented person and she can manage and she can get things, she can solve, literally problems. And so to guide children and to be respected also was considered to be a most important reason. And then we were also checking whether is there any, relationship, between the age or the family size in terms of the interest in starting a business, or is there any effect on the age and family size on the reasons for starting a business? We ultimately, what we found was there is no big significant relationship between either the age group of the women who responded to it and also the interest. And similarly, the income or the family size or age does not have any big effect on the reasons for starting a business. And based on that, we wanted to, because the Tamil Nadu government in this part of the country feels that they want to become a $1 trillion economy. So Tamil Nadu is industrially advanced. For example, somebody who's having good education, they will definitely find a job or a livelihood. But people who don't come under the educated category, there is always a big challenge. So the 1 trillion economy kind of idea will not be possible only with the people who are capable or getting access to education. So one of the major recommendations that we came out is there is large number of government support schemes available, which is equivalently meant for women as well as people for the base of the pyramid. But not much awareness is available about them. So when we want to check about, PMEGP, NEET scheme, literally the women were not at all aware about this. In fact, there are a lot of vendor development schemes which the banks and the government of Tamil Nadu, operates. People are not aware about it. So one of the major, there should be a good awareness, which needs to be created. Second important thing is, as we found, one of the major thing, they feel that they don't have proper training. For example, education is an investment which uplifts women, but that is not available to somebody who's in the non-formal sector. For the formal sector, yes, the education is widely available, but for them, it is not available. So training on business administration, particularly, and management can help these people sharpen their business skills and also see that, how they can run a tiny or a micro businesses. The third important thing is microfinancing initiatives are most needed, because though there are a lot of initiatives, it is not reaching to the grassroots level. And incentives for big businesses are available, but incentives for small businesses not available. So these were the major 4 recommendations which we felt could be of a great help for women who are coming under the base of the pyramid, particularly women who wanted to help themselves, come out of, fight out poverty, and then, come out and then, to have a better livelihood for them. And the limitations of the study, yes, the limitation is it is not even Chennai, it's North Chennai, and particularly a small geography of North Chennai. And the size also was a smaller one, and is less than 100. So our the conclusion is, so to the particularly for the government and also to the stakeholders, we see the stakeholders, not just government, also the organizations which are working for women empowerment, and also the NGOs. And the third important thing that we identified is which we call here as institutional social responsibility, because not all the 4 major recommendations can be done just by government or NGOs or social organizations. Institutes can take a biggest responsibility, because one of the major requirement which actually empowers women in this level is education and training. So we have also brought in a concept called as institutional social responsibility, where companies have institutions can provide some tailor-made programs, particularly keeping the so-called the marginalized women. And we also experimented this in our institution in Loyola Institute of Business Administration. So we came up with a mini MBA program, which can be which targeting people who are in the marginalized community, but who have not come through the formal education. For example, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th schooling and so on. And when we tried that program, we could see that there is large number of women who enrolled into the program, and we could see that the program getting wide acceptance. Not only that, the women have started coming out, speaking about their business ideas, and also looking forward how they can network, and then start their livelihood happen in their neighborhood. Okay, so this is the end of our presentation. I thank the Center for Business and Economic Research and also the Endeavour College for this opportunity to share our small findings which we had in Northern Chennai, India.
Thank you, Professor.